Hello and welcome back to our video course on how to create quality content quickly using AI tools. Before we do this, let's take a look at why AI tools have sucked at writing quality content until now. In this video, I want to briefly cover some of the methods that promote using AI-powered technology to create quality content and have a look at the limitations. We'll look at methods and tools that generate or scrape content by inputting a keyword, tools that rewrite content using synonyms, and using Spintax tools to create unique content. As we go through this lesson, keep in mind that with all of these AI content writing tools, the principle of GIGO applies, which is garbage in, garbage out. So if you input garbage into a tool, the tool will spit out garbage content. Now, the first method is using tools that generate or scrape content by inputting a keyword. I tried using some of these tools a long time ago, so I'm not sure if many of these are still around. But basically what you do is you type in your main keyword, and the tool goes and looks for relevant content on the web and brings you back a bunch of sentences that are supposed to make sense to readers searching for content on that topic. Here's one example that I found in one of my archives. You can see a social media within the niche. Now, whatever the title means, you can tell right away that this content is pretty much rubbish. I mean, just look at some of these sentences. You're most likely at ease with how useful social media tools may be when it involves getting attention for your business. Really, websites are becoming this type of salient subject recently. It's created, blah, 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 blah. Now, the acronym is supposed to be SMO, which stands for Social Networking Optimization. So I don't know how that came about. Yes, it's true. You will find individuals who earn a living by modifying the Twitter accounts and Facebook profiles. The positive factor occurs when you're somewhat operation. There's without any reason you cannot manage your own person. I mean, this is just rubbish. There's hardly any concerning the process that's very hard. Probably the most annoying factor about here, you go, may be time consuming. So you can see just, additionally for those who are basically beginning on the road to social media optimization, it's recommended that you just assume control applying this yourself. Now, would you publish this garbage with your name on it? I don't think so, and neither would I. These tools aim to create content to fool search engines like Google into ranking your articles. But Google is pretty smart at finding and killing off stuff like this. So that's probably why many of these tools are no longer around. Now, the next AI evolution was content rewriting tools that scan and analyze your text and provide different synonyms that you can then select and substitute in your articles. And here's an example. So basically you enter an article, then you click on words and a list of alternative words and synonyms pops up, and you can select to use a different word instead that won't alter the meaning of your content, or won't supposedly alter the meaning of your content. Now, most of these tools are not bad, and many have evolved to become actually pretty good at what they do. Many of these tools are also useful when doing content research and putting ideas for content together. Now, the main issue with this method is that you're not actually creating quality content using AI. You're kind of rewriting existing content, so you pretty much have to first write, scrape, or curate your content, and then spend time tweaking and editing words and sentences to try and create unique content. Once again, the principle of garbage in and garbage out applies here. You can end up choosing substitute words for your articles that will give your readers something pretty horrible to read. Now, the next method is also very similar to content rewriting, but these tools add something called Spintax to create unique content. Basically, here's how Spintax works. So you add different options to your content by putting these inside brackets separated with pipe characters. Then you run it through a Spintax tool, and the tool then chooses one of these options to create uniquely spun sentences and paragraphs as it processes and spits out your finished content. So in this example, if we insert options into this article like into this article title like delicious, nutritious, and healthy, a Spintax tool will output different sentences like how to make delicious shakes, how to make nutritious shakes, how to make healthy shakes. Now, many years ago, I ran a service where I would create very high quality content, then spin it and sell unique versions of this content so that no two articles were alike. Let me just give you an example of just how insane this all became. So I would spend about a week writing a 2,000 plus word article, and then many hours on top of that, adding Spintax variations to everything: the article title, every sentence, paragraph, and heading section, even adding Spintax to image alt tags, captions, and meta descriptions to make sure that every version of the article would be completely different and unique. By the time the article master file was done and ready to be spun, it would be about 20 to 30,000 words long. And I've added here just a small section of one of these articles to a WordPress post with a Spintax plugin installed to show you how this works. So here's the text with all of the variations added in. And when you publish it, every time you refresh the browser, you get a different version of the article. So here, for instance, you can see a post title and some intro paragraphs. Now, when I refresh the browser, you can see that you get a different title and different content in the intro sections. Refresh the browser again, and you get a new variation. And every time you refresh the browser, you get a new unique variation because of all of the Spintaxing that has been embedded into the text. Now, I put in a lot of effort to make sure that every spun version of this content was high quality. But as you can imagine, this takes a lot of effort and a very long time. So it's not quick. It's just crazy. And again, this method feels more like trying to come up with something to trick Google's algorithm into ranking your content than creating high quality original content with substance and value for humans. And it doesn't actually make the process any faster. Now, Spintax does have some good uses, and if you want to create different variations for your content, there are some really good tools that you can use, and I list some of these in the resources section of this video course. But the whole point of this video course is to show you how to create quality content quickly using AI tools. So in the next video, I'm going to introduce you to something completely different, a free AI tool that is quite impressive and super easy to use. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next lesson.